stupid.
Okay, after I finished cleaning up in Gregory up here in the front floor, I started to look at these patch panels that somebody put in, and I started to say, oh look, they're riveted. Now that's kind of cool, right? I could just go ahead and use the air chisel and just chip them right off or drill them out, it'd be fine. Then I started to look closer and I realized, oh, wait a minute, you know, these are Phillips head screws, and I could easily take them out with a screwdriver, you know, and I'll run around this thing with a screw gun and just take all the screws out of it, no problem. Well, as I started to back some of these screws out, in fact, every single one of them, the heads are rusted, and what happens is the little plus, the little Phillips head that's in there, actually strips right out. It's crusted rusty, and it just crumbles to bits. So that's not going to work. So I'm going to have to use some tools of mass destruction here. I'm going to change this out to a grinding wheel, and I'm going to grind the heads off of every one of these screws. Now, looking at each side, there might be about 50 of these things. So we're just going to go ahead and time-lapse right through that and pull these floors right on out. I'm very curious as to what's underneath them because I think most of the frame rust damage is going to be under here. So let's see what we got. It was rather to my surprise that when I tore that floor up, that the old floor is still underneath it. I thought that would have been removed. Now, looking at how rotten and nasty this thing is, I bet you it wasn't anywhere near as bad when they covered it up, and it probably could have been repaired. In this state, I probably even could patch it and fix it, but I want Gregory to be right, so I'm just going to go ahead and tear up the whole floor. Besides, I don't think I'll be able to repair any of the frame damage that's under here unless I properly tear this all up anyway. What I'm going to do right now, I don't have a replacement floor yet, and I don't know exactly how big they're going to be. I'm imagining it's probably going to fill this entire area, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a 1/2-inch lip all the way around, so that way it has a place for the floor to lay down on top of. And if I need to do any trimming after that, when I have the replacement floor piece, we'll go that route. But, well, for now, let's go ahead and tear it up. Okay, that turned out to be a lot of different cutting in different directions than I expected. Looks like the frame over here is intact. It's surface rusty, but I don't see any severe holes in it. Right up there you can see the tow bar piece that's connected to the front of Gregory over here. That's what's sticking out that front, that ugly red shit that's going to go away. So that's where I'm going to have to separate it from. I would venture to say that the other frame spar over on the driver's side over there probably has the bar on the left side. So we'll get that separated and pulled off of there. I can almost guarantee you the welds are on the bottom. I doubt they attacked them from the top, especially since I don't see any welds up on the top. But somehow, some way, I'll get that busted off of there and get it removed. Yeah, that thing is just f***ing ugly. So, we're good on this side. We're going to go move over to the other side and start pulling some of that stuff out. I imagine the first thing I probably should do is remove the steering wheel, because I'm such a big guy. That thing's going to really be in the way. And I'm also not left-handed, so it's going to be a whole lot more difficult for me to hold the tools. If you're watching me, you'll probably notice that I use a Sawzall with one hand, because yes, my wrist is actually that strong. That's all I got to say about that. All right, well, we're going to run around the other side there and see if we can start tearing some more stuff up. But before, you know what, before I even get over to that side, I'm going to remind you that this vehicle is not stock. These seat backers, or seat tubs, or whatever they might be called, they don't belong in this bus. It's actually supposed to be a wall across here. But I don't like these. I think they're pretty poorly installed. They're kind of in rough shape. Restorable shape. Somebody could probably use these, but I don't want them on this bus. I'm going to make the whole area accessible, so that way all I have to do is turn around in the driver's seat and I can go right into the back. So, yeah, a lot of things are going to be coming out of here. So I think before I get over to the driver's side floor, maybe I should attack this thing and get it out. Hell, it's already detached from there. Oh, nice welds. Oh, man. Anybody that says my welds look like shit? Yeah. All right, well, I think we're going to attack that next. That looks like it's going to come out pretty easy. All right, here we go. Good times. Alright, well, it turned out that particular, what did I call it before? A bucket? I don't know, I had a name for it. A tub. That particular tub that was over here came out kind of easy. I was actually rather surprised. It was welded in a spot here that was about 2 inches long, a spot there that was about 6 inches long. That was the hardest one to remove because that was just a big blobby mess. Up here along the side, but that was so terribly welded in, and it had a little bit of rust on it that it was, I don't know, I guess just a combination between it being both compromised and just a shitty weld. Just the vibration of the Sawzall shook the thing apart, and it tore itself off. Then the welds that were on the bottom, you see right there, that lower row, which was on the back side of the wheel well here, wheel housing, wheel box, whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure the official name. I really should look it up. But once the tub fell backwards, it just broke off along the bottom on almost 90% of the welds, and then the last couple I just ripped off and they came right off of there. So with that said, I am very, very pleased with what's happening here. This is looking pretty good. As I said, I'm not going to be putting these tubs back in. I'm not going to be putting the stock one back in either. And I would really, really like to have this bus so that way it's a walkthrough. So this entire glove box area that you see in here, this needs to go away. This car, this bus, I'm still calling it a car, is missing a lot of things, and some things are so rusted or so broken that they're going to have to be replaced anyway. So I'm going to be making some changes to this thing. Not too unlike Eleanor, but then again, not quite to the extreme of Eleanor. I'm not necessarily going to start doing a roof chop and, you know, dropping this thing down to it doesn't need to be that kind of ridiculous. But I am going to be doing some sawing, so for those of you that are purists, yeah, go ahead and watch me tear this thing up, because there's a lot of non-original things that are going to be happening to this. Mary should be coming by here in a little while with the VIN tag, and we'll actually get a look at the number and see if we can determine what year it is based on those first 3 digits that are on that tag. I'm going to continue cutting away. I think the next thing I'm going to do is start cutting at that box, and that thing's going to come out. I really don't like the idea of having a glove box that's quite like that. It's too easy to lose shit inside of it. I'd rather just have a toolbox or something that I can lay between the seats. And I don't know, I just think that's more practical to me. So that's what we're going to do. So let me continue on cutting, and we'll go from there. But I think we're going to be finished here on the passenger side, because it's going to start getting dark in a couple hours. And I want to get everything wrapped up because it's supposed to pour tomorrow. It's supposed to start raining really hard. So I've got to gather all this stuff up that I have sitting outside the vehicle and put it all back in here. All right, well, fun times. Fun times is going to be good. And let's keep cutting. Okay, as you were watching, we got that center console cut out, and it turned out that the whole area up in here is rusted. I have not seen a repair panel for this, so I might have to Duckman hack this one out of some washing machines. This is corrugated or beaded steel. I would like to put the beads back in it for rigidity reasons, because now essentially my bus is a walkthrough, and I will be passing through here to get in and out of the cargo area to the front passenger area. Oh man, woo-hoo. Some of that rum and cola that I just poured, which you didn't get to see yet, is actually digesting. But anyway, as I was pulling up the front, I noticed that the heater hookup here isn't even attached. You can see it's just not attached at the bottom. It's broken. And as I was cutting through these legs, it turned out one of them was already cut. So apparently somebody had already started the progress of turning this into a walkthrough, which isn't a surprise. I kind of thought that was what they were doing based on the tubs they were trying to install on the sides. Okay, of course we got some rust along here, which became more apparent as I did some sawing and cleaning up in here. There is a hole through there. Now, I don't know if replacing this floor is going to fill in that piece. It may, but it also may not. And I did find some rust holes up in the wheel well area over here on the driver's side. And I don't know if you can see them right here, right along the edge there. What it looks like is somebody punched a hole in it, and then it just began to rust. So I'll cut a little hole out of it and just make a little patch. There's also another one, I think, a pinhole or something through here. It looks like somebody did the toolbox truck bed test. You've probably seen that video on TV, and that's what it looks like. Somebody just dropped something on it, punched a hole in the metal, and then it, you know, just being that the ends were not covered in paint any longer, it began to rust a little bit. So I'll just cut a little hole out of it, make a little patch. It doesn't need to be a big deal. Real simple stuff. Passenger side though, not a single hole anywhere, and that's good. That's really good. This is looking good. I think we're gonna start wrapping some stuff up, cleaning up some tools. And we're going to go ahead and do the outro in just a second here. If you got any comments, you know, anything that you see in here that might determine what year this bus is, as Mary hasn't made it by with the VIN number yet, please let me know. I mean, I'll be glad to go around and check and see what it is. I mean, look, here's the wiring harness. If any of that looks like it might be a 66 or a 67 to you. Somebody did mention the four-way flasher switch. And if one had a light in it, I don't know if the 67s were light up. Maybe that was the case. And the 66 was not. If that's the case, then this is a 66. If one of those is, of course, the four-way flasher. I don't really know because this stuff is just so messed up. Some of the stuff is just so broken. That might be the dead giveaway if that's the case. Yeah, this might actually confirm 66. Well, all right. Wrapping it up. Looking down in here, we have that big old hole, which you know about. I'm going to cut into the driver's side tomorrow, if weather allows it. There's a lot of parts over there that had to be pulled out. The pedal cluster and the steering column, all that stuff's got to come out. It's in the way, so it needs to go away. And it's kind of weird that the steering column is not actually attached to the dashboard. I thought they were attached like they are in a bay window bus, but I don't know. If anybody can confirm or deny that statement, is the steering column attached to the dashboard? That's the big question right here. I don't know. It looks like it's just a wire harness going to the turn signal switch that I see there. All right. I think that's it for today. Let's go ahead and throw some tools, pack this bus back up, get it ready for the rain, and we'll see what happens. Well, as it turns out, it was a ton of work what I did here. So this is well-deserved. This is what I call a ginger bombshell, and over on my other YouTube channel, I will make a video as to how to mix one of these. It's not one of, well, it is. It's not my world-famous rum and cola. This is my other world-famous rum and cola. Very popular with the ladies, too, but I don't know. There's something about it. I just absolutely love it. Anyways, Gregory here, whew, that was a lot of cutting I did in there, and I still got a lot more to do just in the front area. I'm going to have to start ordering some panels for it. I'm just going to have to. I'm not going to bump Eleanor still. Eleanor is going to be running full throttle when I can. Currently, I'm still waiting for parts to arrive for Eleanor, so I have to keep busy. I've got to do something, so why not tear into Gregory, right? So you guys, you know, thank you for sticking with me. I hope that I'm starting to catch up with good old CT over there, CT Moog. I still call him by his old name because forever he's going to be Moogie to me. So Matt over there, yeah, I'm trying to catch up on you. You got about a 5-month head start on me, but I'm going to tear out the other side of the floor. Hopefully tomorrow morning. It's supposed to rain. I'll do what I can, and if I can, we'll get a video made, of course. But things are looking pretty good, and overall, I'm quite happy with the progress on Gregory so far. There is rust in some places that I didn't want to have to deal with, like in the center console area there where the glove box used to be. It turns out that cutting that was actually a good idea because the floor in that area was rusted out, so anything that I would have put in there would have probably eventually found its way out onto the street. So it would have been a bad idea to throw your wallet in there, if you know what I mean, or your second set of house keys. Tools, you're just going to lose them. So yeah, don't. So anyways, I think that's it for now. Thanks for watching, guys. Really do appreciate it. Check out duckshit.net for all my other social media links, and you need to, because I keep updating that website. Hit that up. You'll also find links to Earl, who's going to be doing the paint up on Eleanor, and he's going to be doing a beautiful, beautiful job on Eleanor. If you want to see his YouTube channel, you need to subscribe to it if you haven't already. duckshit.net/CCC. Subscribe. Subscribe to CT Moog. He's just CT, or CT Matt. Maybe that's what I'll call him from now on. Make sure you throw him a subby. You know who else we need to talk about? We need to talk about good old Mike. Good old Mike is making some wonderful progress and doing some really nice stuff with his YouTube channel. He's making some excellent videos, much better edited than anything that I do over here. And he does some good projects. He's restoring a Beetle right now, so go give him a subscription. I will put a link. Hit up goodoldmike.com, and you'll see all the things that he does. You'll also see his t-shirt and merchandise. That's right, he's got some of that stuff. So Good Old Mike, hopefully somebody buys a t-shirt from you. I don't know, he probably earns a couple bucks every time he does, so support him, give him something nice, take care of the guy, really. And hopefully soon enough, this isn't duck shit merch, but we're gonna be having some duck shit, so if you want duck shit all over your body, you too are gonna be able to buy some stuff, that's right. So we're gonna be handling that sometime in the near future. And also, I've been trying to nail this down for months, and I've been trying to get a friend to do it. I've been trying to get decals made, but unfortunately, every time they send back a proof, something is messed up, I send it back, and it's like another month before I hear back again, so this is one of those times. It's you know, we gotta come down to earth. I know what I want for stickers, so I'm going to actually produce some stickers on my own and start sending some stickers out to you guys. So for those of you that are out there that have sent me stickers, you're probably going to get one in return. For those of you that I just love, you're going to be getting stickers. And even if I don't love you, you still might get a sticker anyway. But we're probably going to have a couple contests, and we're going to start sending some stickers out. So for those of you that are watching, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. And like, comment, subscribe. Check out duckshit.net, and we will see you next time.